not a book. Can the Chinese chappies have a go?
Oh yeah, of course we've got the Chinese here.
Renowned British pianist Brendan Kavanagh has become more popular than ever after his recent encounter with a group of little pinks. When he played live in a London train station and was confronted by a group of Chinese communists, he was told he wasn't allowed to film them, and they demanded that he abide by the laws of China. The pianist told the little pinks that this was not communist China.
That's true.
We're not in communist China now, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is racist now.
No, we're not in communist China. We're in a free country.
The entire confrontation was broadcast live, and the video went viral. As the news spread on social media platform X, netizens identified these little pinks, realizing they were part of the CCP's overseas propagandists. Kavanagh, who has gone completely anti-communist now, brought Winnie the Pooh to St Pancras train station in London on the afternoon of January 26, 2024, to show his support for Hong Kong and Taiwan in their fight against the CCP hegemony. Kavanagh, who has more than 2 million subscribers on YouTube, posted his encounter with the Little Pinks on January 19, 2024. As of press time, it has nearly 10 million views. Kavanagh, who specializes in the boogie-woogie genre in traditional Irish themes, performed live on the public piano in London's St Pancras train station on January 19th. The drama begins at the 9:13 mark on the video. Watch as several young Chinese people wearing red scarves and carrying red Chinese Communist flags appear in the background of the video. These pro-communist Chinese are often referred to as little pinks. The young little pinks holding red flags started a friendly conversation with Kavanagh. Note that the lady with the ponytail and the red scarf was later reported by the Chinese media to have the surname Liu. The Chinese then asked Kavanagh not to film them and to delete his video. One Chinese man told Kavanagh, "We just want to ensure that we are very safe. We don't want our voices or our pictures filmed. That's between you and me." He also threatened legal action, saying, "No one can share our images online. It's our choice, it's our right." Then things got heated. The lady in the hat said, "I'm also British." The pianist said, "But you're holding a Chinese flag." The pianist pointed his finger at the flag in the lady's hand and said, "You're holding a Chinese flag." At that moment, the man standing next to her suddenly shouted at Kavanagh. He was later dubbed as the shouty guy.
Why you're touching her? Stop touching her! Don't touch her, please. Do not touch her. Please, you are not the same age. Please do not touch her. Don't touch her. Please don't touch her. Please don't. Yeah, don't touch her. Don't touch her.
What's the problem? What's the problem? Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him.
Please don't touch her. Please don't touch her. Please don't touch her.
Yeah, listen,
No,
mate,
we
listen.
love your art. We love your
No, you don't. You
music,
just
but we are
shouted at
trying
me.
to have
You
because
need
you're
to-
touching my friend.
I
Are
touched
you
her.
allowing her to touch you?
I touched the flag.
No.
I touched the flag.
Doesn't
mate.
matter. You are
And
approaching
also,
her with
you're
your hand.
You're getting a bit aggressive. You
No,
are.
I think we better leave this.
Listen, mate. Yeah, you bet.
I'm sorry, you
I
can't
want-
touch her.
Well,
Please
you
don't touch
can't
her.
touch me,
Please
I-
don't touch her. Please don't touch her.
Oh, do you wanna
Please
say-
don't reach your hand. Please say sorry to her.
Well, I want you to
Please say sorry to her.
No, we're not in China, mate.
That's fine. We're not talking about race. This is not a racist issue. Please
We
don't
just
call
want
us
to
we're not in
celebrate
China.
New
This is
Year.
the moment that you're trying to reach your hand, touch her without
I'm
her
not trying to touch.
permission.
I don't want to touch her at all.
That's good. Stay away. Don't touch her.
Well,
don't
away,
touch
and
her.
away
Stay
you
away.
go. We're in a
Stay
free
away.
country now, mate.
Stay away.
You're
Don't
not
touch her.
obviously
Don't
used to
touch her.
democracy.
Do not touch her. Do not touch her.
I'm not touching
Do not
anyone.
touch her. Do not touch her.
I don't know why
Do
you
not
get-
touch her. Do not touch her.
Do you wanna keep
Do
saying
not
that?
touch her. Do not touch her.
I'm
Are you
not
miming
touching
me? Are you miming me?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
You're miming me.
I am, yeah.
You're miming me.
Yeah, I
You're
am.
miming me.
I am, yeah. What are you going to do about it?
Wait for it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
What's her name?
What's my name?
Yeah.
What's your name?
What's her name?
Before we continue, I'd like to present our sponsor for this video, Days Coffee Roasters.
If you suffer from gut issues and love coffee, try Days. Days enzyme fermented coffee is gentle on digestion, low caffeine, low acid, and delicious. With only 15% of the caffeine found in regular coffee, Days coffee helps keep your energy up throughout the day without jitters or caffeine crashes. These coffee beans are fermented with a 50 enzyme complex before roasting and are great for those with sensitive digestion. These premium beans are grown at high elevations and fermented in a special facility in South Korea and then shipped to a local coffee shop in upstate New York for roasting. customers always receive freshly roasted beans. Find notes of dark chocolate, caramel, and walnut in this enzyme-fermented blend. Days coffee is a great option if you have gut issues and cannot have too much acid or caffeine. Bring home your own bag of Days coffee today. Use code China Insights to get 20% off. Scan the QR code or click the upper right link to learn more.
The reason why the shouty guy repeatedly yelled "Don't touch her" to the pianist was due to a sinister agenda. But luckily, Kavanaugh stuck to the live broadcast throughout. We will analyze this detail later. Kavanaugh's response was, "We are in a free country, we're not in communist China." Because of this statement, Kavanaugh was accused of being a racist by one of the Chinese. Kavanaugh responded, "In Rome, do what the Romans do." He told them, "You obviously don't understand democracy." Kavanaugh was attacked as a racist and as being discriminatory because he referred to the small red flags the Chinese held in their hands as communist flags. Kavanaugh said, "All I'm saying is you're holding a communist flag. You come here and tell me what I should do. We're in England now." A passing Englishman realized what they were arguing about and told the Chinese that they should leave the camera if they didn't want to be filmed on someone else's public broadcast. The Chinese then started arguing with the Brit about their so-called rights. The shouty guy went on to accuse Kavanaugh of trying to touch his friend. Then the Brit said to them, "Look, if you don't like it here, then get out." Then one of the Chinese women scolded the British man for speaking to them like that. She yelled, "You can't say that, you can't say that, who are you?" The British man retorted, "Who are you?" and he left the scene. It's at this point that the British police arrived. A British policewoman wanted the pianist to come to the side to speak instead of talking on the camera with the live feed on. The policewoman said that she was dealing with official business and didn't want to broadcast the proceedings live, but the pianist insisted. "We are in a public place, the camera doesn't lie, and you have the police camera on as well. If you have to say something, you could say it here, or you should not say it at all." Finally, with the live camera on, the British policewoman completed her conversation with the pianist. The pianist said to the policewoman, "The problem isn't us, it's them making a fuss and telling me what to do. If I'm in China and I'm giving rules to Chinese people who play the piano, telling them what they can't do you think that's appropriate? They came running up to me and started yelling at me, saying, 'You're not allowed to film us.' I said, 'I'm sorry, this is England, I can film if I want to.' The pianist said, 'We are in a free country, in a public space. If you don't want to be in other people's footage, they shouldn't come. They have no right to ask me to delete what I'm filming. We're not in China, that's not a racist statement, it's that they're making a fuss. They shouldn't have the British police as their personal bodyguards.' When the police dealt with the Chinese crowd, moving them away from the piano, the pianist started playing again. A London subway police officer who spoke with Kavanaugh said that the Chinese nationals claimed they worked for an entity that strictly limited the posting of their photos on social media. According to the theory of little pinks, under Chinese law, no party has the right to use another person's portrait without their consent. To the surprise of these Chinese, the British police didn't defend their rights. Instead, they were told this was a public place and it was Kavanaugh's right to film in a public place. Then the police left and so did the Chinese. Kavanaugh won the battle.
What's going on?
Hundreds of grand a month, yeah, they're saying.
Who said I'm making hundreds? It doesn't matter.
That's what I said.
It's a free space.
So they said you can't make money off this in a public space, yeah? They said, oh, you're not allowed to post it. I said, so what, sir? I said, if I come here every day and record him and post it, I could. They said, yes.
It's fair to say that Kavanaugh didn't realize what a formidable opponent he was facing. The shouty guy's yelling attracted the attention of many passers-by. For those who are aware of the current state of Chinese society, this is a classic case of Chinese faking an accident, or peng se, a deliberate attempt to discredit or blackmail someone by creating a scenario in which they are victimized. Kavanaugh, who jumped back and looked shocked by the man's screaming accusation, explained that he didn't try to touch the woman. Don't touch her, which means the woman was molested, is a very serious accusation, especially since there were nearly 10 people in the Little Pinks group and only 1 or 2 on the British pianist side. When the police came, if these 10 people told the police he molested me, touched me, he insulted the woman, etc., It wouldn't have been easy for one to clarify himself if he hadn't kept the broadcast live. The scene could have been very messy and risky. Later, Chinese media quoted Miss Liu's argument. She was the Chinese woman to appear first in the video with the red scarf. She looks like the lowest ranking person in the group, like an errand runner. After the incident, the woman made a video on her Instagram to explain what happened, but the video was quickly deleted. Her explanation seems to be all about what her lawyer coached her to say, a carefully crafted response. She said the British pianist had bad intentions from the very beginning, luring us to dance, harassing us, seducing us, suggesting to us, and touching us. It's obvious she was going for a sexual assault case, using the terminology taught to her by her lawyer. If the CCP government has sufficient funds and a strong will to bring the pianist into disgrace, or drag him into a very dirty stigmatization lawsuit, it could do that as they already have the testimony. Isn't this a horrifying situation? Luckily, the video has now attracted huge attention, and the embarrassed CCP shouldn't want it to stay in the public eye. But will the CCP take further action? We will reveal it at the end of the episode. So what are the real identities of these Chinese people? Why are they so aggressive? Think about it. Don't they resemble well-trained CCP wolf warriors? Overseas Chinese netizens took screenshots of these little pinks and started to investigate their identities. They are believed to be part of the CCP's overseas propaganda system. According to what was revealed on the X platform, Ms. Liu, who appeared first in the video, is the CEO of Top Offer Academy, a British recruitment agency in London. The lady with the hat is Zhang Ning, or Adelina Zhang. She is a senior member of the CCP's United Front system. The shouty guy seems to be her partner. Ms. Zhang often hosts the Chinese Spring Festival Gala and Mid-Autumn Festival events organized by the Chinese Embassy in the UK. This was the Asian Games event co-hosted by Ms. Zhang and the shouty guy. Next to the woman in the hat is a man wearing a red scarf. He is suspected to be a Chinese language teacher named Newton Leng, who has been working as a consultant for the Financial Times since September 2023 and is closely related to the Confucius Institute. Ms. Zhang, the lady in the hat, is the real star of the story. She has been unearthed by netizens as having a stellar track record of serving the CCP. She was the marketing director of the 2016 China-Britain International Design Week and one of the chief directors of the 2015 Chinese Dream Spring Festival Gala. She was also the chief director of the 2016 Spring Festival Gala and the head of the UK behind-the-scenes team for the 3rd London International Chinese Film Festival in 2015. She also coordinated the live recital at Westminster's Central Hall for the Chinese New Year Music Festival that took place on February 28, 2016. Overseas Chinese believe these events serve two functions in general. One is to fulfill the United Front work assigned by the CCP. The other is to spy and gather intelligence. They raise a question that in the pianist video, Ms. Zhang, the lady in the hat, said that she was a British citizen. Then, shouldn't she be registered as a foreign agent? The fact that this group of Chinese crossed paths with the pianist should mean that they were working on the upcoming 2024 Chinese New Year Gala organized by the CCP, such as filming New Year's greetings from the Chinese in the UK and so on. If they are really part of the CCP's United Front Work Department system, which is involved in the CCP's overseas intelligence operations, it's understandable that they would be cautious of being filmed by the pianist. The Little Pink's mentality is usually twisted with double standards. The British pianist says that this is Britain, not China, and that Britain is a free society, not a communist society, and apparently this makes them furious. The shouty guy has accused the British of racial discrimination. The strange thing is, if the CCP and communism is a good thing, why would it be racist? Unless the shouty guy also thinks the Communist Party is a bad thing. Yet, these Chinese people are wearing red scarves, the symbol of Red China, and carrying 5-star red flags. The meaning of the 5-star red flag as a national flag is that it's a flag dyed with the blood of the martyrs, and the CCP is represented by the biggest star on the flag. They are supposed to be the typical communists when they come to express their Chinese positive energy and economic brightness theory at the train station in the UK. But when they heard other people describe them as communists, they got mad and flew off the handle. The truth is, these little pinks don't dare to mention privacy or portrait rights in China to passers-by taking photos on the street. They don't dare to protest against the surveillance cameras that cover the streets of this red country. They also won't dare to say no to the special police or public security officers who can check and detain their cell phones at any time. Such overseas clashes usually occur in certain specific countries such as Japan, Europe, and the US, but seldom in Russia, Africa, or the Middle East. Why? Because the rule of law is more in place in the US, Europe, and Japan, where little pinks can sabotage freedom and democracy under the banner of civil rights. They exploit the free system to benefit themselves and then turn around and open the way for the red dictatorship, threatening people here with the CCP's model. In the wake of the internet-wide British pianist fights Chinese Communist pinks incident, Kavanaugh publicly released a video revealing that the CCP had been pressuring YouTube to remove the video, and at the same time he was receiving a lot of threatening emails. Kavanaugh says he's not afraid of this, that he's not going to China, and that he's glad he's not there. It seems that Kavanaugh, who has been challenged by the CCP's pinks, is determined to go even further. On the afternoon of January 26, 2024, he brought Winnie the Pooh back to the train station in London, where he showed it to the public and gave a public speech in support of Hong Kong and Taiwan. Kavanaugh said, "I didn't know anything about Little Pink 2 days ago, so if you don't know what Little Pinks are, please look it up."
I've learned so much about Chinese culture, about the situation of Hong Kong and Taiwan in the past few days, and I've come well prepared. So if you want to know why I'm holding Winnie the Pooh has been banned by the CCP as being subversive, and apparently if you have Winnie the Pooh, your videos won't be shown in the Chinese mainland. Now this shows the power of the arts to undermine authoritarianism.
London's St Pancras train station has become a popular destination for anti-communist people. After the incident, a man suspected to be from Hong Kong played May the Glory Be with Hong Kong to express his support for the internet celebrity pianist Kavanaugh and his disdain for the CCP.
No, this is Hong Kong anthem he's playing.
Pedestrians at the station stopped to listen to the song. Video footage shows an audience member introducing the Hong Kong anti-extradition song to a bystander. There was also a video of a Chinese girl playing the piano, while a young Chinese man behind her holds a sign in English with slogans such as "Free the Piano," "End CCP Infiltration," "Thank you, Dr. K," and "CCP is not equal to China." Kavanaugh revealed in a guest interview with British media in London on January 23rd that the CCP was pressuring YouTube to remove the video, but was unable to do so. Kavanaugh said he wanted to keep the video online. He also said in a message on social media that he was ordering a Winnie the Pooh t-shirt with the number 8964 on it. The idea came about a month ago, in early December 2023, when a Chinese netizen harassed a Chinese restaurant in Tokyo, turning the restaurant into an anti-Xi holy place instead of shutting it down. The restaurant's way of fighting Little Pinks has been to put up a Pooh Bear costume symbolizing Xi Jinping, the leader of the CCP, and the words "Hong Kong's independence" on the restaurant's front door. Even the menu has been changed to include pictures of the June 4th Tiananmen massacre. What about the CCP? Has it given up? We can see that the incident isn't over yet. The following is a request for help from Kavanaugh on January 30th, 2024. If you have any advice, feel free to let us know or leave a message for the pianist.